Right people, something a little bit different today to do with this. Not a guitar many of you will have seen in these videos, I dare say. This is my PRS SE guitar. Lovely instrument, but like a lot of budget-friendly guitars that are made en masse out east, costs are cut. And costs are often cut on guitars like this around the hardware, things like the nut and the pots and so on. Which brings me to this bridge. Now, I have to say, I was never particularly in love with this bridge for a couple of different reasons. But added to that, years of playing, gigging, recording, etc. does take its toll. As you might be able to see, if I hold it up like so, you might notice quite a bit of corroding and discolouring. Let's not skirt the issue, that is sweat. That's the acid from sweat that causes that kind of corrosion. And without wishing to make this unpleasant, that's a lot of palm piss that's gone into that. So time for an upgrade. And then, by chance, I was contacted by some lovely people at Guyker hardware who asked if I would be interested in featuring one of their products in one of my videos. It can be quite good, this YouTube lark, I have to say. So they sent me this, a new Tremolo Bridge. And it occurred to me, I've never actually installed a Tremolo Bridge on a guitar before. How hard can it be? He says. So let's give it a try together. I'll run you through the process and we'll see how it sounds at the end. Okay, so towel on table, guitar on towel, all good so far. I've got screwdriver, I've got some string cutters, I've got the new bridge. So first thing I'm going to do is just remove this back plate, because that's where we're going to need to get to, obviously. So, there we go. This will be heavily edited. This is quite unedifying, watching me struggle with a screwdriver. Electric screwdriver, I forgot I had one. You might be getting a little bit of a revealing insight into how little manual labour I do. Okay, next up, these old strings are going to have to come off, so string cutters here. Okay, so next up there's some more screws to remove at the front of the bridge here, so we can lift it out. I'm just making a bit of a mental note of how high those screws are up and how stretched out it is here as well. So we've got 4 springs at the back, so I'll copy the setup pretty much exactly. So I'm just going to bring these screws out. Okay, and quick check to make sure I haven't lost anything already. So there's the 6 screws for the bridge, 4 screws for the back plate and the back plate itself. Great, so that should now... Oh, of course, got to detach the springs from the claw at the back here. Go. Not very tight actually, I managed to just do that by hand. Sometimes you might need pliers or something to get a hold of the spring to detach it and reattach it. So 4 springs and there's the old bridge. Right, okay, so I'll get those out of the way. Let's see what we've got in here then. There we go. Ooh, nice and shiny, certainly by comparison. Quite a few springs and screws. It's actually given me the whole claw to attach the springs to as well, but I won't need another one of those. Okay. In fact, what I'm going to do next before I go any further is give this a little bit of a polish, because it's utterly embarrassing. So a bit of Dunlop guitar polish, Dunlop cloth. Dunlop, if you'd like to send me anything for free, I would be gracious enough to accept. Make sure I really do all the frets as well. Okay, that's a little bit less shameful. So let's see, first of all, that it fits. Good, thank God it does. Even better the right way round. So I'm going to attach the springs to the back as well. So we had 4 springs attached to this, which is quite a lot, but I quite liked the way it was set up. I like the floating bridge on this. There we've got black springs and red springs. I'll go for the black. Red looks a little bit garish. Now, I'm managing to get the springs to reach by hand. That's by no means a given. This claw that the springs are attached to is quite far forward. I might even tighten that a little bit if it feels like it's a little bit too loose. Okay, I've had a little bit of a rethink. I'm going to do the springs after the screws because the spring tension was kind of fighting me a little bit there. So let's do the screws first so we can line the holes up nice and easily. So I'm doing this bit by bit, and I'm not going to screw them down so they're right flush to the body of the guitar, because I do want a bit of movement there, as I say. Okay, screws are in. Still a little bit loose there. I've got some give there, so I can hopefully attach the springs again without too much bother. So obviously it's fighting me a little bit more there, but I can still do it by hand on this, actually. Okay, so that seems to fit pretty nicely. Let's put the whammy bar in as well. There we go, lovely. Okay, so that's pulling, yeah, we can push down a little bit there. Okay, so some new strings then. Okay, new strings are on, back plate is back on. I've done a very simple job and I'm disproportionately pleased with myself. Let's have a listen. There we go, seems to do the business. Thank you ever so much to Guyker for the lovely bridge and for sponsoring this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. See you again very soon. Cheers.